Hey book buddies, hey, welcome back to my channel if you're new here. Hi, I'm Jessie, I do bookish videos. So, that being said, this reading vlog is dedicated to Love on the Brain by Hazelwood. And this is not a sequel, but in my mind I keep saying it's a sequel to The Love Hypothesis, but it's not. I've heard good things about this book. I heard it's like a good, cute read. It's just light, fluffy, romance, contemporary, and that's what I'm looking for right now. And I saw Maddie Covington, I think she did like a reading vlog on this too, and she also was like trying not to compare it to The Love Hypothesis. But yeah, this is a fairly short book. I say fairly short as it's like 350 pages, almost like 400. It doesn't look big. Also, what's with these random pages in the back of the book? It's like 4, can I count? There's like 4 like blank pages back here. Like, what's that about? So if y'all don't know what this book is about, it's about B, like an avenging purple-haired Jedi bringing balance to the mansplained universe. B lives by a simple code. What would Marie Curie do? If NASA offered Marie Curie her neuroengineering project, she would accept without hesitation. Duh. But the mother of modern physics never had to co-lead with Levi Ward. Sure, Levi has soul-piercing eyes, and sure, he caught her in his powerfully corded arms like a romance novel hero when she accidentally damseled in distress herself on the first day in lab. But Levi made his feelings toward B clear in grad school. Arch nemesis work best when employed in their own galaxies far, far away. Now her equipment is missing, the staff ignore her, and B finds her floundering career in somewhat of a pickle. Perhaps her words, what are they? Cortex playing tricks on her. But B could swear she can see Levi softening into an ally, backing her plays, devouring her with those eyes, and the possibilities have all her neurons firing. But when it comes time to actually make a move and put her heart on the line, there's only one question that matters. What will B do? Like I said, I'm not trying to compare this book to The Love Hypothesis, but what I remember from the why can't I talk today? But what I remember from The Love Hypothesis, meaning the writing and structure-wise, I remember the writing kind of cringe with the dialogue, and I thought it was like very childish situations and not like college level conversations. Maybe I was just thinking too much into this. It's not supposed to be taken seriously. It's a light, fluffy read. Maybe I was just expecting too much of it. I don't know. I didn't really like, what's her name in Love Hypothesis. I didn't care for her. I am expecting this book to be better, hopefully. But this is a reading vlog, so we will see the reading journey I have. I want to start trying this out, like this concept of a video, which is like baking in books, which I want to start baking like healthy treats, which they're not really healthy, it's just they have like healthier ingredients, so like I don't feel as guilty. But I'm gonna make healthy brownies. Yeah, I got all the ingredients here. It's healthy because it's like dark chocolate, almond flour, coconut sugar, and pumpkin puree. That's what in my mind makes it healthier, but it's still like sugar. But also, Love on the Brain by Hazelwood. Hoping I like this one. Like, I'm kind of redeeming myself and like hoping it was just that book that I didn't really click with, and hoping that this book I will click with. So I was reading, but then I looked at my Amazon account tracking a book I just like ordered like a month ago. I don't know why it's taking forever, but it's currently out for delivery, and that's the only thing I can think of, and I'm really excited right now. It's kind of like a new release, but I haven't really heard people talking about it like at all besides this one video I watched last night of Destiny Sidwell. I feel like it's gonna be like a underhyped book or like a hidden gem of a book because the cover of it just caught me and it's giving me such like spooky vibes and like a romance thriller. It's basically like this girl, I think she goes back to her dad's, like she's estranged from him, but I don't remember the specific reason why she went back to her dad's. I think her and her brother go back to her dad's, and her dad's neighbor is really hot, but she thinks he's a serial killer. Like, that's, oh my gosh. I want to read it. I haven't really got that far in Love on the Brain. Like, maybe 2 pages in. Yeah, it's made me that distracted. And I'm waiting for my healthier brownies to cool down. It definitely tastes good, but it definitely doesn't taste like a traditional brownie. It's just like a healthier brownie, but not in a bad way. But I'm also really sad because it's really crumbly and it's like not holding its form really. Side note, maybe TMI, but since those brownies have pumpkin puree in them, they make you go. I'm not mad. It's just warning you if you make those brownies because they're really good. But I was on toilet. I was checking my Amazon delivery again because I'm that bitch who, it says out for delivery. I want to know, is it here yet? Every millisecond. But on like the homepage, it was showing Emily Henry book, and I don't recognize this cover. I'm like, oh, is this one of her older ones? Click on it. Publishing 2023. I'm like, oh shit. Did she just like make an announcement of like a new book she's writing and coming out with it next year? April something 2023. I'm like, huh. And let me go on my Goodreads and see what this is about. And sorry for shaking the camera. I'm just like, ate a lot of brownies, so I'm kind of hyper. I love the cover, but I just wish the background wasn't pink. I am not a fan of the color pink. That's my least favorite color. And I know a lot of people love pink, but I'm like, why couldn't it have been like an orange sherbet color? Like a sunset color. But I read the synopsis and it kind of reminds me of People We Meet on Vacation, which actually I have right here because I just finished that book last night. It reminds me of People We Meet on Vacation because the main characters are a couple, and them and their friends always go like on vacation at this one destination like every year. That it's a destination, a vacation, and a couple and being with friends, which just kind of reminds me of People We Meet on Vacation. But other than that, actually it still kind of reminds me of People on Vacation because they broke up but they didn't tell their friends, and they don't want to tell their friends. They want to have like a reminiscing of how it used to be. So it's like, I think like a second chance romance, which is what People on Vacation is. But I'm like, is this just like People on Vacation, just like a different setting but same thing? Which I'm here for. I will read that again, but it's like, can we just like come up with something else? I know like the structure probably is different and like the main plot is different, but like the little aspects here and there, it has People We Meet on Vacation vibes. Yeah, People We Meet on Vacation, it was okay. Not my favorite of Emily Henry's, but I really did like Poppy and Alex. I'm gonna be optimistic, but I'm excited for it. And I think it's like 300 something pages. And I probably got to like 10, 12 pages of Love on the Brain. And so far, it's okay. Maybe the writing is good. The characters, well, I'm just meeting the character. B and her sister are talking. and the dialogue is okay. I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't like how Hazelwood writes her characters and how they talk, because it's giving off like very like that egotistical smart people brain. I don't know, maybe like reading about smart people is not for me. I can't relate. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, we're only 12 pages in, so I'm still gonna give it the benefit of the doubt, but that's where I am. Okay, so it is, what's today? Wednesday? And I was supposed to get this package Monday or yesterday. I got it from Amazon. I bought it from Amazon, so when it come in the Amazon truck, but it came in the regular mail in my mailbox. So this is the book. I finally have it, but also I got an email Monday saying that it was delivered Monday night, and it just came in the mail just now, and this is Wednesday evening. I'm sorry, this is really bad lighting, but I'm just really excited that I finally have this in my hands. I know, horrible angle, horrible lighting, but I'm going on a walk. I'm a good way of a length through Love on the Brain. I have like 200 pages left, I think. But I started listening to it on audiobook while following along physically with the book that I have. And I'm really liking it so far, like a lot more than The Love Hypothesis. For sure. Like I said in the last clip, I think, we're getting a lot more scenes with them together, unlike The Love Hypothesis where they were just mentioned or talked about. Well, that was one point of view. So the main girl character just talked about him and they weren't really seen together really. But like Love on the Brain, it is one point of view. It is I'm reading the book, but I can't remember what the main character's name is. B. Oh my god. Only one point of view from B, and I am really liking this book. It does get a little bit steamy, but so far, or at where I'm at, it does get like a little bit detailed, but they don't do it. And we haven't had like a sex scene yet, but I still got 200 pages left. But so far, it's descriptive, but it's okay, to me at least. I'm loving it. I love the enemies to lovers. I recently just started reading enemies to lovers, and I think I like that trope. The structure so far is good. When I need to listen to the audiobook and physically read, like I just need the audiobook to help push me to read it, because usually that's when it's like in a lull for me. When I'm not really wanting to pick it up, I do that. But since we're getting more scenes with Levi and B being flirty now, I am loving it. Yeah, that's where I am, and I'm going on a walk, and I'll listen to it on audiobook.
Talking about like planning it out, or if I'm a pantser, I let it come. Like, it's good to have a bare bones structure, a little skeleton of what you would like to happen. Like, you know some ideas of characters. You don't need to know everybody. Know where you would like it to end up. And kind of, mine's always like one scene that it blossoms out of. So it's usually like, if you have that one scene, you just figure out how to get there.
Well, this is gonna be an unpopular opinion. So I finished Love on the Brain, and I just don't think Ali Hazelwood books are for me. and that's fine. However, I did like this book a lot more than The Love Hypothesis, because we did get to see the two main love interests interact more together. We saw more of them, like, having a genuine attraction to each other, as at least I didn't see that in The Love Hypothesis, which I'm pointing towards there because it's on the ground, because I have books on the ground right now from my book haul, and I haven't put them on my books yet, on my shelves yet. Wow. I'm frazzled because of how unpopular of opinion this is. I still did like the story, though. The writing was good, the structure was good. Towards the end, though, it was kind of weird on how some things played out. I loved Levi. I didn't like B that much. She kind of annoyed me a lot. I realized that I don't like how Allie writes her female characters. Like, I know she's supposed to be, like, smart, quirky, and, like, a female feminist of writing women in STEM. It's very, like, uncommon, I guess. I don't know that area, but from what I've been reading, that's how Allie portrays it. And I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion. This is my opinion, and I'm just sharing it because this is my reading journey. And if you guys had a separate reading journey and experience with the book, that's totally fine. That's your opinion. However, mine is that I didn't really care for it, but I still enjoyed it. Or maybe it's just like I don't like how she writes her dialogues. I don't know. How she talks to her sister, or like, something about it's just cringe to me. Like, it's like smart people egos. Like, it's coming off really wrong, I know, but I'm just trying to, I don't know how to put into words how I'm feeling about it. I do like the enemies to friends to lovers trope that we have. I thought that trope was done well in this book. The structure-wise, everything was so good, but like just this one thing in the ending, it was supposed to like climax like why everything went wrong and the reason why it went wrong and how it was like came about and like how we read it. It just fell flat for me. Like, I just didn't care. I didn't care about the situation. I didn't care about the person who did it. I didn't care about B and how it affected her. And this is gonna be like this. I don't want to be like ranty about it, but she gives off like such independent female vibes, which is great, but I don't think she like really shows that though. She's very complaining, very cringe, very like ego, just meh. I didn't get good vibes from her at all, and I feel like Levi can even do a lot better. Also, one thing I don't like about this book is how political it is. I don't care what side, it's just, I read books to escape the real world and political things, and if I wanted a political romance book, I would read a political romance book. But this is like, no. It's very snarky. I just don't like the vibes it was giving off. And also, I don't like the epilogue. I don't think this book needed an epilogue. I think it just needed a last chapter. And the epilogue was totally rushed. I felt nothing for the epilogue. I didn't feel feeling of like, oh my god, yes, good for them, or whatever. Like, I just felt like I'm like, okay, am I done reading this? This will be my last Allie Hazelwood book, because I don't want to spend time reading another book of hers if I've already read 2 books from her and it's just meh. I don't click with her books, and that's fine. But I want to come back to the thing that I did enjoy this book. I did enjoy the journey of reading this book. And I don't want to sound like a horn dog because there are some steamy scenes in here and some steamy sex scenes, and I like the way Allie writes those scenes. I was hooked. I felt for them and their connection. But other than that, I didn't really feel for them much. Even though I did not care for B, I did find myself rooting for her quite a few times while reading the book. And Levi and them together as a couple, I felt for them. Towards the end, when they kind of get into a rocky place, and she's like being like, oh, poor me. Like, I understand the situation that, like, yes, I understand her feelings. But, like, girl, pick yourself up. Stop being, like, in self-deprecating mode. And don't do that to him. It's not his fault. For claiming how smart she is, she does a lot of dumb things. Yeah. And I just feel like we're supposed to just feel bad for her at that time when I could care less. Okay, so I feel like really like stressed and anxious about filming this part of this reading vlog. I already filmed this once and it's just making me like nervous because it's such an unpopular opinion, but I'm giving you my opinion because it's a reading vlog. And yeah, I don't know why I'm making this such a big deal, but I do want to make it clear I did enjoy the process of reading this book, even though my initial outcome, I didn't care for it really. Does that make sense? It makes sense in my head, but when I say it out loud, it doesn't make sense. Obviously, this is the end of the reading vlog. Like this video if it's an unpopular opinion, and like and subscribe if you want more videos by me. And I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.